Do you have any rituals when you perform improv or when you act or audition?
No, probably not. I don't know if I ever really did. It's probably just like kind of get in there. I'll try to get there a little bit early, so I'm not just like getting there and walking right on stage, and I just try to like take a few moments to myself, but nothing major. No, nothing cool or fun or weird.
Nothing with auditioning or acting. I like this idea of ritual.
I sometimes I wish I did, but outside of just like preparing for the audition and running lines and stuff like that. I mean, I guess that's what I do. Here's one thing as far as like auditioning for parts. I am a slow memorizer.
Okay.
And also it stresses me out. So if I have an audition in like 4 days, I'm like, sorry guys, can't talk until next week.
Wow, that's impressive.
But it's just a matter of, but it's not impressive because like I'm in my apartment stressing out over it, and I'm like running lines, but then also watching half of a movie. But if I go out,
you only watch half a movie.
But then I start to feel too guilty, so I got to go back to running lines, and then I like look at the internet. But if I go out and like commiserate with friends, I feel too guilty about doing that.
Wow, there's a complex here.
Yeah. It's rough.
Does this date back to like grade school? Did you do homework right when you got it?
Oh no, this is probably compensating for that. Where I'm like, dude, remember all of school where you were horrible? Like you got to get on this, buddy.
That's crazy though. I feel like once a procrastinator, always a procrastinator.
No. Yeah, probably. In certain things, I'm still a procrastinator, I'm sure, but not as far as that stuff goes. Maybe because there's like, it's like helps feed me. So,
that makes sense.
Yeah. But because
being broke is a great motivator.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the worst. It's the best motivator, the worst motivator.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, so you run lines right away when you get it, basically?
No, I mean, as soon as I can, but often I'm still procrastinating on that, depending how many lines there are. But like once I get it, it's in the back of my mind, and it's like there, and I'm like, oh boy, got to get on this. And then do you ever have that thing where when you know something is coming up, and so it's hard to truly enjoy other things that you're doing because
of course, yeah.
And this probably dates back to like homework, right? We were like, I want to hang out with friends, but you're like, math assignment.
I totally get that. Yeah.
So it's better for me to just start to get on it. And in my mind, I'm like, well, the more I prepare, the better I'll do. But then sometimes you can over prepare, and then it's just like too much. And you're like, I just took 4 days of my life and nothing came of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's opposite of mindfulness. Yeah. I have that problem though in the sense that all week I've been stoked on these chairs showing up, and I was ready to have a nice reading.
I hope you do what I do.
I let the days fly by without.
Yeah, I hope you're just sitting. I hope you're just sitting in the apartment like I am with auditions, but you're waiting for these chairs. Like, all right, well, so first I'll take them out of the box, and then I will assemble the legs, and I'll get that little wrench that they send along with it, this IKEA-like product, and you just spend 4 days doing that, and now they're not here.
Oh man, that sucked.
You've ignored calls from family,
right? Everyone's dead. Do you have any rituals in your day-to-day life? You mentioned working out. Do you do that every day? Or?
I try to rituals in the day-to-day life. I don't know if it's rituals, routines, whatever you want to call it, but I try to meditate every day.
Oh, really? What kind?
What do you call it?
Buddhism?
Sure. Like I'm not saying a mantra every.
Okay.
I don't have a mantra.
Right.
So it's more just like focusing on my breath.
Yeah.
And whatever that is. I think is that more of a Buddhist leaning?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
I just started reading a book called Happiness by the monk, the happiest man in the world, that monk.
Oh, really?
I'm kind of excited about it.
That's great. I've read like a bunch of different books on meditation because I don't know anything about it. So I'm like, what do I need to learn about this? So I try to read it, and I did an app for like over a year called Headspace.
Okay.
And now I just switched to this one called Insight Meditation. Anyways, they have like a bunch of meditations for you. They have a timer that you can use to kind of like chart your progress and how many days in a row you're going, whatever. So it's great. Meditation is great. It's also infuriating because you feel like some days you're like, I'm not getting it. And then they're like, that's the practice. And you're like, I'm thinking about movies.
That's the practice.
That's it. Just come back to the breath. I'm like, I'm never coming back to the breath. I sit, I close my eyes, and my mind is off and running for 20 minutes. And then it's over. I'm like, well, I feel more stressed out now than I did before.
Right.
And they're like, well, that's the practice. You just got to, that's not, they're like get back to the breath. You got to like focus a little bit.
Right.
But it's hard.
Wait, you do this every morning, every night?
Whenever I've got no, it depends on the day. As long as I'm doing it at some point during the day.
Do you have a little space in your apartment for it?
No, but I do have like a cushion, like a meditation
You got a nice cushion?
Yeah. It's like it's a way to burn money. I just spent money on this cushion. I could sit on the floor. Sometimes I'll lay down because I'm lazy.
At least Buddhism is more about simplicity, right? Is meditation not associated with simplicity, or
yeah, all of it. I mean, all of it. You can lay down. You can do a walking one.
Yeah.
You can just stand up. You could do it right wherever you are.
So maybe the root of your focus is the cushion.
Yeah.
You bought something too fancy to get away from it all.
It has all the frills. It has all the bells and whistles. This cushion, man, you gotta see it.
I want to start meditating now, just because I'm reading this book and it seems like it's a good thing to.
Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to it.
I like mindfulness.
It's great.
I feel like meditation can help you with that.
I think so. I mean, I'm sure it can help in all walks of life, but I think it definitely not. I think it helps in every walk of life, and certainly people have more stresses than I do in my no regular job life that I have living in sunny Southern California. But like this stuff gets to us, like whether you're not busy, you're not working, you're thinking about other people, competing, comparing, all these things. And I think mindfulness is super helpful in this field, but in every field.